highly favored. I'm bliss, highly favored.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about some potential Royal Rumble surprises and returns slash debuts, because Royal Rumble is honestly my favorite pay-per-view of the year, and Royal Rumble season's my favorite time for WWE, so I'm really looking forward to it. The only thing that's making me not so look forward to it is going to be the fact that they're in Saudi Arabia, but we'll see how it is. I feel like Saudi shows are never really that good, to be honest, but it's the Royal Rumble. Hopefully they don't mess it up too much over there. But, I mean, I heard that they just started constructing the arena. So maybe, if worst comes to worst, they might have to change location. But I really doubt that. I think they'd rather delay the Rumble so that way they can do it in Saudi, which really sucks. But I really don't like that they're doing it in Saudi because I know the next step is going to be WrestleMania 43. And that really sucks. But let's not waste any more of your time. Let's talk about the surprises. I'll start off with the most obvious ones first. Brock Lesnar, technically he is a return. We haven't seen him since Survivor Series. I know he's going to be at the Royal Rumble, and I know he's going to be at WrestleMania 42 because he did the promotion already for there. So he's going to be at WrestleMania 42, and he's most definitely going to be in the Rumble. That's an obvious one. A pretty decent one here, we have Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler. He was recently in the Last Time Is Now tournament. This is 100%, you don't really need Dolph Ziggler there. He won't do too much, but I feel like they don't really have too many surprises that they actually have planned. So I would be happy to see Nick Nemeth in the Rumble. It would be pretty cool to see him there. So I'd give that one like a 50-50 chance. Brock is like 90%. Next up, we have some NXT guys. I haven't been seeing a lot of NXT men superstars in the Rumble. Mostly the NXT talent would be in the Women's Rumble. So hopefully we see some, men's NXT talent. Ricky Saints is my absolute favorite in NXT. Him, Tony D'Angelo, Lexis King, and then the next guy I have up here are like my favorites. But I feel like he's like the biggest guy left in NXT. I don't think they have a lot of top names down there besides Ricky Saints. So I think it'd be pretty cool. I don't think this is going to happen. I'd also give this one like a 50-50, maybe closer to 40-60 because they don't do really NXT men's in the Rumbles, which sucks. Same thing with the next guy, Ethan Page. I love Ethan Page. I hope, he would win the NXT Championship, but unfortunately he is North American Champion, so that's very unlikely. But Ricky Saints and Ethan Page are like my two favorites down in NXT. I love both of them, but I'd also give that one like a 40-60. Joe Hendry, I'd give like a 90-10 also, like similar to Brock Lesnar. Like I'm pretty sure he's going to be at the Rumble. He was there last year. He's, a huge viral sensation. Joe Hendry will most likely be in the Rumble again this year. And I really like Joe Hendry, so that'd be pretty cool. Next up, someone that a lot of people probably aren't, talking about too much. Chad Gable. We recently did see a video that he posted of him working out on the road to recovery. I don't know about this one. I'd give this one about a 50-50, maybe closer to 60-40, because if he is ready to come back, then I'm sure they'll do it. But again, we don't really know if he's ready. Obviously, we did see him working out, but that doesn't mean that he's clear to come back. But if he is, I'd give that one like a 60-40% chance. Next up, another TNA guy. This one's going to be Jeff Hardy. I'm sure, you can throw in like a Leon Slater. I pretty much see that happening, Leon Slater in the Rumble. I would say like Javon and Trick, but they just got called up, so those aren't really surprises anymore. But Jeff Hardy, I would love it. I think they should just go with Jeff, not Matt, because let's say you have both of them in there. You have Jeff come out first, get that awesome pop, but then Matt comes out later, and it's a little bit underwhelming. Jeff is obviously the bigger superstar between the two. There's no denying that. And if you have Matt Hardy come out first, it kind of ruins the surprise that Jeff Hardy's coming out. And then if you just have Matt Hardy, people are just going to be like, what's the point of that? So I feel like it's best, to just go with Jeff Hardy. I'd give this one like a 50-50 maybe, because I don't really know. I don't know. I feel like Rumbles haven't been hitting as much. Like, the surprises, they haven't been that good recently. I don't even remember who came back last year. I think AJ Styles was the big return. Like, really nothing crazy. The Women's Rumble had Alexa Bliss, which was great. That was definitely a really big return, and they always have their legends. But I feel like the Men's Rumble, they don't really do much with the surprises. Before AJ Styles, the year before that, the big return was Sami Zayn and Andrade. Like, I don't remember the last time we got a good Rumble return. Maybe Edge? I don't know. You guys can let me know if you guys remember. any big Rumble returns. They ruined Cody's return, so there goes that. Maybe they should have saved CM Punk for the Rumble. That would have been big, but whatever. Moving on to the next guy. I'm giving this one 100%, maybe 90-10. LA Knight. He's 100% coming out at the Rumble. A lot of people saying he might win it. I'd be okay with that, but I don't think he's going to win it. I think he's just going to come back and ruin the Vision's chances of winning the Rumble. LA Knight, he's 100% coming out. This next one I would really, really like. It's going to be Santos Escobar. We heard that he recently did re-sign with the WWE, and we haven't seen him since. That was back in October, so I'm sure he is with the company, but I guess they don't have any plans for him. Really weird that they'd resign him and then not have any plans for him, but I mean, I see this one happening. I'd give this one like a 70-30% chance because a lot of people wouldn't be expecting him. This would actually be good because you could have Santos, Brock, LA Knight. Like, this year, I think they have a lot of potential to have some good returns. I feel like usually, like, they just write people off so that way they can come back at the Rumble like they did with Sami Zayn. Like, there was really no need for that in 2024. But it's because they didn't have any plans, so they just put him at number 30. I'm pretty sure number 30 is probably either going to be Brock Lesnar, LA Knight, or the last guy that I'll talk about. But before I talk about the last guy, Karrion Kross. Now, I don't think this is happening. I absolutely love Karrion Kross. He was one of my favorites in WWE. So I would love it if it did happen, but I don't see it happening. A lot of people are saying that they changed Scarlett's name on WWE Shop to Scarlett Bordeaux, and she never used that name in WWE, so that's really weird. So they're speculating that her and Karrion Kross resigned because she's not going to resign without Karrion Kross, obviously. And then his merch went back up, so a lot of weird things going on. But I think that was international stuff. I think that was like stuff that happened outside the United States, so I don't really know what's the deal with that stuff on WWE Shop. I think it was WWE Shop Euro. I don't know. There was a whole weird debacle there, and people were saying Karrion's coming back. I doubt it. I'm getting this like a 10% chance, or maybe 20. I just don't think he's coming back. And obviously, the last one, I'm giving this one a 60% chance. A lot of people are going to say higher, but I don't know. I feel like WWE's weird with this stuff, and they'll get you hyped up, and then the guy won't show up until later. So I'll give this one like a 65%. I'm talking about Chris Jericho. I would love this, of course. I feel like he is signing with the WWE, and I feel like Rumble is the place to do it. I'm not going to get my hopes up, and then he's not going to show up. I feel like, when Rumble, what was it? Was it Rumble 24 when people were saying Brock was going to come out, and they had him planned, and then he didn't, and it was really weird. And I feel like over the past few years, we've been getting hyped up for the Rumble, and then nothing happens. So I don't really want to get too hyped up for Jericho because it really might not happen, but I'd really like it. But those are just my opinions. To sum everything up real quick, I'm giving Brock a 90% chance. Dolph, Ricky, Ethan, and Jeff a 50% chance. I'm giving Chad Gable a 60% chance. LA Knight, I'm giving him a 90% chance. Santos Escobar, I'd give a 60% chance. Karrion Kross, I'd give like a 15%. And Jericho, I'm going to give him 65-70% chance of coming back. But those are just my opinions. You guys can let me know if you agree or not down below. If you think somebody's numbers are too low, you guys can let me know in the comments. But I just really don't want to get hyped up for somebody to come out and then they're not going to come out. Because I feel like this happened for like the past 3 Royal Rumbles and just like the past 3 years for WWE in general. So I don't really want to get too excited thinking anybody's going to come out and then we just get LA Knight and Brock Lesnar. But those are just my opinions. You guys can let me know if you agree or not down in the comments below. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'm bliss, highly favored. I'm bliss, highly favored.